Welcome to the New Mexico Taxation and Revenue Department's YouTube series. In this video, we'll demonstrate how to apply for a managed audit using the Taxpayer Access Point, also known as TAP. In this video, we'll be covering the following topics: why the process has changed, programs eligible for managed audit, how to log into the Taxpayer Access Point tab, need assistance, points of contact and resources, step-by-step demonstration of the managed audit application, understanding tax information authorization, how to electronically accept and sign the managed audit agreement, uploading managed audit documentation in TAP, verifying if your application was rejected, and questions. As of April 25th, 2025, the department implemented a new process for gross receipts managed audit option A, which is designed to make the audit experience more efficient and taxpayer-friendly by allowing taxpayers to apply for a managed audit through TAP, with automated processing for applications, agreements, and returns. Once a taxpayer is accepted into the managed audit program, they can file their returns in TAP. If deductions or credits are claimed, documentation is required to substantiate the transactions, and an auditor will be assigned to review the case. Starting August 25th, 2026, a new process has been implemented for other managed audit eligible programs to automate applications and agreement processing. Taxpayers may submit a managed audit application and digitally accept the managed audit agreement in TAP. Submitting returns in TAP is not a function available for these programs. Once accepted into the managed audit program, the audit will be assigned to an auditor who will work with the taxpayer to develop an audit plan. Listed are the programs eligible for managed audit. Your specific eligibility for managed audit will be determined through the application process. If you need assistance creating a TAP logon or obtaining a specific tax account ID, please refer to the contact information available to you on the slide. To log into TAP, you must have an existing TAP account. If you don't have a TAP or tax ID number, you can create a new account by visiting the website shown or scanning the QR code. Now that you are logged into TAP, your accounts for your available tax programs will be visible. You can then begin the managed audit application process. To start, select the More Account Options link under the Account panel for the specific tax program you are requesting a managed audit. At this point, your screen should look like this. Navigate to the Submit an Application panel and select the Apply for Managed Audit hyperlink. Take the time to carefully read through this page and understand the purpose of the managed audit program. Review the criteria and guidelines to determine if you're eligible for a managed audit. Be aware you are only eligible for a managed audit once per tax program. Also, any payments made may be applied to existing liabilities before being credited towards your managed audit liability. Lastly, a gross receipts managed audit may not include transactions that are subject to a tribal gross receipts tax that the department administers on behalf of any tribe pursuant to a gross receipts tax tribal cooperative agreement. This includes sales on tribal land to tribal entities or members, and sales to tribal non-members by tribal non-members. Tribal transactions must be filed prior to entering a managed audit. You will receive an error when submitting a return if you select tribal location codes. If you receive this error, you must contact the managed audit hotline to resolve the issue. Please refer to the department's website to view the tax rate table. Tribal locations will be identified by 1 or 2 in the location code. After you have carefully reviewed, select Next. As you can see, there are 2 managed audit options, A and B. Please read the requirements for option A and option B. Select the option that best meets the needs of your business. Now let's focus on the new process for the managed audit application. It is important to know your filing status for the audit period start and end dates. Your available audit periods begin and end dates are consistent with your filing frequency, which will be one of the following: monthly, quarterly, or semi-annual. If there are breaks in the period you are requesting to be included in the managed audit, you may select individual tax ranges. Please complete all required fields based on your business details. Complete the sections with the required business information. Answer all questions based on your business information and acknowledge the declaration. If you have a representative or are acting as one, be sure to attach the Tax Information Authorization TIA form under the attachment section, or the managed audit application will be deemed ineligible, and you will be required to submit a new application with a valid tax authorization. A valid tax authorization is one that has been signed by the taxpayer or an authorized corporate officer reflected on the tax accounting tab. Once completed, select Submit. The Tax Information Authorization TIA form allows the department to communicate with the authorized representative. To access the form, visit our website, Forms and Publications page, and select Tax Information Authorization TIA Tax Disclosure. Complete all sections and review Section 3 carefully. Select all checkboxes that apply to your tax situation, as they determine your representative's level of access. Option A allows the department to disclose confidential information on file to the designated representative. Option B allows third-party access to your TAP account. This field is required to be selected if you are authorizing a representative to have access to your account via TAP. Option C allows a third-party representative to perform all authorized acts as a taxpayer. Option D allows a qualified representative to represent you in a protest or administrative hearing. After you submit, you will be directed to the Managed Audit Application Confirmation page. Please retain a copy of your confirmation page and pay close attention to the instructions given. Instructions are different for gross receipt option A managed audits versus any other type of managed audit. If you have any questions, you can use a confirmation number to communicate with staff on your submission. Your submission will be reviewed within 3 business days. You can verify whether your application was accepted or rejected by logging into your TAP account. Later in this tutorial, we'll show you how to check the status if your application is rejected. Once logged in, select the More link at the top of the page. Your screen should look like this. Look at the Letters panel. Navigate to the Letters panel and select the View Letters hyperlink. You'll see the MA Agreement Notice tab hyperlink. This indicates the application has been accepted. Now select the MA Agreement Notice tab hyperlink to proceed. If you don't see this notice, wait until the end of the tutorial to learn how to view a rejection and TAP messages. After selecting the MA Agreement Notice tab, the Managed Audit Agreement will open. Take time to carefully read the content. If you decide to move forward with the managed audit, you have 14 days from the day of this notice to accept the agreement. This is your copy before electronically agreeing to the managed audit agreement. Follow the instructions to reach the screen where you can electronically accept and sign the managed audit agreement. Write down or copy the letter ID number, as they will be required for the next step. To electronically accept and sign the managed audit agreement, return to your TAP account homepage and select the More Accounts Options hyperlink under the Account panel. Select the Sign Managed Audit Agreement hyperlink under the Submissions panel. If you do not electronically accept and sign the managed audit agreement within 14 days of receiving the web notice, the agreement will be canceled and you will need to reapply. To enter into a managed audit, review this page and select Next to continue. Have the Managed Audit Agreement MA Agreement Notice tab letter ID number ready, as you will need it to complete the next step. Enter your letter ID, select Next to continue. You will not be able to proceed without your letter ID. If you are past the 14-day period to acknowledge the agreement, you will not be able to proceed and will be required to reapply. Read the acknowledgement carefully. If you agree to the terms and conditions of the Managed Audit Agreement, check the I agree box and select Next. This is your electronic acceptance and signature for the Managed Audit Agreement. A confirmation window will populate. If you would like to move forward with the acceptance and signature of the Managed Audit, select Submit. This is your confirmation page for entering into a Gross Receipt Tax Option A Managed Audit Agreement. You will receive the Managed Audit Engagement Notice by mail or web notice. This is an example of the Managed Audit Engagement Notice, where it goes receipt option A, Managed Audit. You will receive by mail or web notice. You have 60 days from the day of the notice to file the gross receipt tax return and tab for the periods outlined in the agreement. If you need assistance filing a gross receipt tax return, please refer to the Need Assistance point of contact and resources. If you claim deductions, you must upload supporting documentation through tab. Have a copy of the letter ID number from the Managed Audit Agreement Engagement Notice ready when uploading documents. In the next few slides, we'll guide you through the upload process. This is a confirmation page for all other eligible programs. The tab Managed Audit Application and Agreements process stops here. Once an auditor is assigned to your case, you will receive a Managed Audit Engagement Notice by mail or web notice notifying you of your assigned auditor. The following slides will show you how to upload the Managed Audit documentation and tax information authorization, TIA, and tab if the TIA was not submitted during the application process. Managed Audit documents can be uploaded without logging into your tab account. On the tab homepage, under the Submissions panel, select the Submitted Document hyperlink. You will be prompted to answer, what type of taxpayer are you? Select the Business hyperlink if your Managed Audit is for a business tax program. If your Managed Audit is for personal income tax, select Individual. When uploading documents, be sure to state the letter ID number associated with the engagement notice, as you'll need it to complete the next steps. You'll be prompted to this page where you'll enter the letter ID from the Managed Audit Agreement Engagement Notice and complete all required fields. Then select Add Attachments to upload your documents. Then select Next to continue. If you claim deductions, you must upload supporting documentation as attachments. The following slides will show you how to verify if your application was rejected. Select the Action Center at the top of the page. Then select View Message under You Have an Unread Message panel. Select the NN tab Managed Audit Application Status Update hyperlink. This message will be available within 24 hours of your Managed Audit application request. It will inform you if your request was rejected. The notification will provide the reason why. For further clarification, you may contact the Managed Audit hotline or email for more details. For any questions related to Managed Audit, contact the Managed Audit hotline at 505-841-6216 or email manage.audit@tax.nm.gov. For tab technical assistance, email the Taxpayer Access Point Technical Help team, trd-tab-technicalhelp@state.nm.us. For general questions, contact our department call center at 866-285-2996. Thank you for watching.